Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Underdog Lord, this is Underdog Reviews, and is it just me or is the light a bit off, I can't change this light, it's with a sensor, so it just goes on when you walk in or move by, but, it looks like if if the camera is a bit weird, it can be just me, but, and I would put your volume a bit down if because I'm gonna say the title soon. So I just watched the movie Deathgasm. Yes, I watched Deathgasm. So I wear my most metal, attire. On top, at the bottom I have just jogging pants. So anyway, with my fuck me while Jesus watches t-shirt, most metal t-shirt, and of course a metal jacket, because metalheads have metal jackets, and this was a metal movie. It was, yes, it was an amazing movie, dude. I love this movie. I'm definitely gonna buy this movie. It's a recommendation also if you haven't watched it yet. The most action I'm gonna leave out, so I'm not gonna spoil that. I will say there's blood in this movie, There's blood, it's maybe not like Saw bad, but there's definitely blood in the movie, Well, Saw bad as in, the horror is not as gruesome as Saw, but there is still a lot of nice, brutal action. We start off with Brody is sent to live with his uncle and his aunt and his cousin, bit Harry Potterish, because his mother had some charges. She got some charges, and the uncle, he loved Jesus. He's a Jesus fanatic. So, a metal person living with, it sounds a bit like, the Tenacious D song Kickapoo, if you've seen the video of that, you have, a bit what I mean, the son is different from the family. If you haven't seen it, go watch and listen to the song Kickapoo from Tenacious D. It's the band from Jack Black and the other guy. Sorry, I don't really listen to Tenacious D. I know of the band, I know the song Kickapoo, love the song Kickapoo, and obviously I know Jack Black, amazing actor. So anyway, he actually makes a friend at school, and his friend, that he just met there, is being bullied by his cousin David, or however you want to call him. I call him David. So he's bullied by David, and I really hate this light. Is it just me, or is it just me, or is it really just fuck. So anyway, he's bullied by David. And he meets another metalhead, Zach, in the record store. They were looking for some records, and they bonded over one particular record, which I don't know the name of. And they start a band. And they were going through some names, and they end up with Deathgasm, and that's also the name of the movie. And the band consists of Brody, Zach, Dion, and Gales. And Dion was the guy who was getting bullied, and Gales is a friend of, not the boyfriend, but just a friend of Dion, because they're both into D&D, So Brody and Zach, they went to a house from a band member from a band that they absolutely love, and they found that member. So Daggers is what he's called, and they found him laying there with with a racket in his hands. They thought he was dead maybe, so they pulled out the racket out of his hands, but he was still alive, and he was not happy because there are some people after him to get that record, or particularly what's in that record. The final record. And they don't need the record itself, the vinyl itself. No, they need sheet music that's in there. But so they found Daggers, but some other guy that is after Daggers found them all. Well, not really. He came to the house, and Brody and Zach escaped with the record, and Daggers was killed. I'm not going to tell you how he was killed, but it was a brutal scene. So you can leave your imagination if you haven't seen it yet, and if you have seen it, you know how he died. But like I said, if you haven't seen it, go watch the movie yourself, and don't forget to leave a like, recommend your favorite anime movie or anime movie down below in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and let's go on. So anyway, they escaped, and he gave the record to him to hide it, actually, to hide the record, because the other people can't have it at all. So Brody meets Medina on the street. Well, a bit later on, he meets Medina, and Medina is the boyfriend of his cousin David. And she asked and Brody, do you want to get some ice cream? And Brody said, yeah, sure. So they went to get some ice cream, and maybe you've seen the meme, where you see a park bench with a metal, a black metal head, just a black metal fan, with all the face paint, and then a nice girl just dressed nice, sitting next to each other on a park bench eating ice cream. If you have seen the meme, it's from this movie. If you have seen the meme, well, okay. Then go watch the movie, and then if you are at the scene, maybe which one I'm talking about. So anyway, but when they're sitting on the park bench, David sees them from his car, and he's not happy at all. So the band actually plays the sheet music because, they played the sheet music. They thought from, okay, let's try it, and they did it, and everybody in earshot turned a bit demon zombie-ish, by. Well, I'm gonna talk about it later. What's gonna happen? But shit is happening during the playing. But after they've done playing, everything is back to normal. Nothing happened. Well, obviously, if you had a teacup or something, what the uncle had when he was standing outside of the garage, he dropped it, and some other shit happened, but I'm not gonna talk about yet. So later on, Brody was attacked by his cousin David, and he got beat up by his cousin and a friend of his cousin. And he he also ruined his whole room. He had a nice room, and he meshed it all up. So. And Brody, he translated the name of the sheet music because it was in Latin, the title of the music, and it was Summoning of the Demon King. and something about fortune and something else, you know. So he thought, oh, power and fortune, power and fortune. So he thought, oh, maybe I'll get some more power when playing that. Well, they played it again, and this time everybody in the neighborhood changed, or maybe in the town. Definitely every adult, because they all started to all blood, you know, spewing blood all out of the mouth and changing, you know, all into zombie demon-ish people. It was, wow, very nice actually to see. Anyway, they later on went actually to get the papers back, because they saw that everybody changed and nothing good really happened of that. So they wanted to reverse it, but when they went back to Brody's uncle's house, the papers flew away with the wind. Gone. Papers are gone, so they had to find the papers, and they actually found them, you know. And the last paper they found at the school where Medina and Gales and Dion were hiding. But, you know, Brody didn't know that, but Zack knew, because those three had left a note on Brody's door, at the front door. But Zack was the first one who saw the note, so he took it and put it in his pocket. He also made out with Medina, even though he knew that Brody liked her. Eek. Anyway, they found them, and they found the rest of the gang at school. So, you know, they all went to Daggers. Well, they first had to fight because Brody found out that, you know, that Zack kissed her, you know, hooked up with her, and that he also took the note from. Well, she actually gave a note to Zack that he had to give to Brody, you know, to meet her at the park at 9, but he never gave the note to Brody. That was the first note, and the second note was the one on the door that he didn't give. So anyway, everybody without Zack went to Dagger's house again, because there were big amps, you know, amplifiers, and an evil gang was already waiting there for them, and they tied him up while they were doing the ritual, you know, because they were the guys that killed Dagger in the first place, you know, those people. So anyway, they went to Dagger's house without Zack, but Zack freed them actually, because Dagger's is dead obviously, but he turned into a zombie, and I say a lot of in this, from Umbridge. Anyway, so Daggers came out, tried to kill them, Zack saved them, and eventually got possessed by the Demon King. And if you want to know how it all ends and what all the action looks like, you have to go to watch the movie yourself, because this movie is definitely, in my books, a 5 out of 5. It was an amazing movie, loved it, gonna buy it, definitely. Yeah, what else can I say? A lot of blood, some gore here and there, but if you're into that, you know, it's just a lovely movie, you know, with a lot of metal. So if you also love metal, go watch this movie. You have to watch this movie, you know, 5 out of 5. Definitely go watch the movie. Don't forget to leave a like, recommend your favorite anime movie down below in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget, subscribe at Underdog Eats. Oh, and I have a surprise, I think on Wednesday, or maybe I will drop it on Thursday. So if you want to know what that surprise is, you have to subscribe to the channel, otherwise you don't know. Well, I just say when I'm gonna drop it, but you don't know how late. So come on, just subscribe to the channel. Come on, hit that button and help me get to 10 subscribers. And see you guys next time. Bye.